Hi there, welcome to another tutorial in Canva. In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to achieve a nice slice effect like this in Canva. So without further ado, let's dive straight in. Here I've opened up a new design tab in Canva with the size set to Facebook post landscape mode, and I've added a background to it, which basically consists of a shape and our gradient color. If you don't know how to add a gradient color, you can check out the video popping up on your screen on how to add and edit gradients in Canva. The next thing we want to do now is we want to search for a watermelon. So I'm going to head up to elements. Under elements, we are going to type in watermelon, search for watermelon. Nice. So we want a photo of watermelon, so we're going to check under photos. Nice, this is what I used. So I've clicked on it, it popped up on my design Canva. The next thing we want to do now is we want to rotate it so that it is aligned vertically. Rotate it so we have it something like this. Nice. Alright, so the next thing we want to do now is we are going to duplicate this, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and align it in a way that it fits exactly on each other. The next thing is to crop it. You need to crop it halfway, somewhere around here. So let me bring it down a bit. Nice. So I'm going to select the other one at the back and also crop it halfway around here. Nice. Can you see now? So we are having it in a cutout way now, but if you look at it, it's not really looking realistic. So the next thing we want to do is we want to bring a realistic look to it. So I'm going to head up to elements. Under elements, I'm going to select a circle. I want to draw an oval shape. I'm going to scale this down, drag it from the side to stretch it, to distort the circle. So I'm going to rotate it. I'm going to bring it in a way that it stands on one half. So now I'm going to stretch it out more. Nice. So I'm going to bring it down like this. Nice. So now let's move it up a bit. Okay, you can still see from the edge. Let's drag it out more. Nice. So I'm still trying to fit it in. So I'm just going to keep scaling and rotating till you have it sitting on one half of the watermelon. Because we're going to change the color so that it looks like the inner part of the watermelon, that is the whitish part in this case, or the greenish part. So I'm going to head up to color. I'm going to select a color from the photo colors, that's from the watermelon, something like this. Okay, it's not still dark a bit, so I'm going to hit the plus icon under the document color so that I can pick a more lighter version of this color. Yes, something like this. Nice. Now it's looking like the inner part of the watermelon. So now we are going to add the reddish part. To do that, we are going to duplicate this circle, Ctrl C, Ctrl V to copy and paste. Now we are going to reduce the size, drag it and put here so that we can see what we are doing better. Let's change the color to color red. Nice. Can you see it now? So now let's try to fit it as if it's coming from the inner part of it. Nice. So I'm going to stretch it out so that it fits. Nice. Can you see now we have our watermelon in progress, but we still have to add the seeds to make it much more realistic. So in this case, I'm going to zoom in so that I can start adding the seed. I'm going to go to elements, click on circle. So we want to convert the circle to an oval shape in such a way that it looks like the seed of the watermelon. I'm going to reduce the size, bring it somewhere around there. I'm going to go ahead to change the color to the color similar to the watermelon color, watermelon seed rather. So now I'm just going to go to my color panel and click on the plus icon. I want something close to black, somewhere around here. Not black exactly, but close to black. So I think we have something like this is fine. So now I'm going to zoom in further because at this stage we are working at a micro level, so we need to scale it down much smaller, much more. So now I'm going to rotate it. So the whole idea is to place this seed around this oval in a way that is formed a circular pattern similar to this. So I'm going to ask my editor to speed up the process while I do that, because it's going to take time. Editor, speed up the process. All right, I'm back. So I'm going to zoom out. Nice. Can you see that? So I'm going to edit this a bit more. I'm going to drag it inward. And duplicate more of it. So if you are confused on how I'm duplicating, so you hold down this icon and hold down your alternate to duplicate it. Can you see that? Nice. So I'm going to zoom out. Can you see we are having something similar to that of the inner part of the watermelon? So the next part of it is adding our shadow. So I'm going to go down to elements and search for shadows, or shadow rather. You can enter. We are going to look for something that is free for us to use. Okay, we have something like this. Select this. Nice. So now I'm going to rotate it so that it fits the same dimension as this. So the whole idea of the shadow is to bring a realistic look to it, so that it looks like it's coming, the light source is coming from the top and is covered by the upper part of the watermelon. Can you see that? Nice. So now for us to replicate the same thing for the upper part, we are going to select everything we have worked on here, everything. So we are going to deselect the watermelon, that's the first half, and the second half. Then we are going to group it, Control G. So the next thing, we can duplicate these elements that we have grouped by holding down alternate and drag it upward. Can you see? So we are already having something similar to this. So you can increase the size to fit it more on the topmost parts of the other half. So you are going to use your keyboard key, your keyboard arrows rather, to make sure it fits the right size and dimension. So I'm going to hold down both of them and drag it up a bit. And beautiful. So we have come to the end of this tutorial. Learn something new. Don't forget to like and share. If you are just coming across my video for the first time, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to encourage me to come up with more content like this.